Hello, hello. Make sure you like and subscribe. And we're in for some wham, bam, thank you, Magnus. With the first game here, let's see if I can play better than I normally do in my first game. 11 rounds in this title Tuesday. I'm going to try to sack some pieces, push some Harrys. Like it. Got something to attack over there. And we're going to try to get to a good score. I didn't have a very good title Tuesday last week, so let's see if things can improve. I should also mention, if you want to support these streams or whatever and get something that will help your chess improve, go to GingerGM.com, link in description, because over there, just thinking, this is a normal idea, there's a 50% off sale for a limited time on lots of chess courses, so go and get your 50% off from the shop, link in description. Okay, so this is basically transposed into a Jabava London. And this is the London system pawn structure, which a lot of people say is a boring opening, but I don't agree with that. I mean, it's only boring if you make it boring, right? And this setup with the knight here rather than b1, I think is quite annoying for black. In actual fact, it's quite hard for black to move these two pieces, because if the rook moves, I can take that pawn. And if the knight moves, I can come in here. So this knight and this bishop, which is on a very good diagonal, they make it very hard for black to develop over here. And I talk about this a lot, actually, in one of my courses, the Jabava London system, which is an opening very popular now. I think I was one of the first people to basically come up with a name and play that opening. So my opponent's playing b3, and I know from the courses I've done, this is a very good way to try and undermine that pawn. Because if my opponent takes, I move a pawn towards the centre, generally considered good, and I open up the A file. But I'm talking a bit too seriously here. I reckon you should play like GingerGM Title Tuesday roulette, right? What score am I going to get? You have to put a little prediction in at the start, and you know, get your bottle of vodka out or whatever you drink, cup of tea. Bit boring, but that's the way you roll. And you have to drink a drink for every half a point you're off the score, and no looking at the time, how long the video is, which I'm sure a lot of you do. Let's make it a good one. Okay, so this is again pretty normal stuff, but my pawn structure is definitely better, and I like my position. And look, he'd like to play a move like rook there, but then I just take that pawn, and this combination is very annoying for him to deal with. And I think we're gonna, I mean, am I worried about that one coming in? I don't think so. So let's push this pawn. He can now move his knight in. I don't know if I should have stopped that or not, but I don't think it's a big concern. Maybe I'll just go queen d2. And we're going to use that pawn structure to step on forwards. Okay, good move. His knight comes to a decent square. Well, I say good move. I mean, I can grab that pawn now. It looks quite nice to grab that pawn. I can also go forwards. Also looks nice, but let's just grab the pawn. Don't know. I'm not sure if that's right. I quite like keeping my pawns together there. And if he can win this pawn back now, maybe that last move's not right. But, okay. It's too late now, isn't it? There's no point caring. So he wants to do this, and this is where I've got to play a good move. Like, is bishop c4? We'll make it at least hard for him to win this pawn back. If he moves this knight, I have bishop c7. And how do I improve my position? Maybe I just connect my rooks, move the queen out the way, shuffle forwards. So this is a good move. Attacking that knight. That's a good move. I didn't see that move. You're not allowed to play good moves, are you? Why are you doing that to me? I'm not supposed to do that. So I can't come back now. Do I come and nibble? And he takes there. I take there. Did we do that? Okay. Let's play that one. Nibbling the knight. And if he takes, I will grab that one. And I'm trying to be greedy and hold on to this pawn. And if he moves this bishop back, I'm okay. Because, like, you know, he can't take my knight anymore. Looks alright, doesn't it? If I get a pawn there, I am rolling in the money. It's a saying. Not really rolling in the money. Just like playing some moves. Okay, now we're just going to step out of the way. So we've improved our position, I think. I don't know what I'm going to do if his bishop comes back there again. I'm not sure, because then he might be threatening to take take here. But again, we'll worry about that if that happens. Okay. Probably a good move because he's threatening to take there now. Do we have to step back, defend? Okay, that's a nice square because I'm also defending the centre. And I'm threatening to come forwards with my pawn. So he comes back again. There's a bit of toing and throwing going on here, isn't there, boys and gals? That's a good move. Okay, we can come over here now, though. Gaining a tempo on his queen. Looks pretty juicy. This one, don't think I have to watch out for that. Any threats? No. So let's improve my position. Don't know if that's really improving my position. Okay. And now, do we try to... Any threats? No. Let's try to weaken his king a little bit by getting rid of defender of it. And we win on time. Now, that's kind of smooth, right? That's not like me. As smooth as a sledge going down an icy hill in the middle of winter. With the snowdrops twinkling on the front. The sparkle of the sun gliding off into the stars. What a wanker I am. Okay, anyway, nice start of a win. Now, I did actually see quite a good lineup this time round. So this is a really good competition. But one thing I found quite amusing was that Hans has a higher rating than Magnus Carlsen. Look at that. And they both won there. You got Hikaru at the top, and I think that's deserved. Hikaru plays every week, wins everything. But Hans being higher rated than Magnus Carlsen. What do we think of that? Is he just a better player? No is the answer, clearly. And yeah, I mean, Hans obviously playing very, very well at the moment. And he's doing really, really well. I'm not even going to make a joke about anal beads or anything else, or whatever. Maybe mention it as joking about it, but yeah, I mean, I just think he's just doing very well. And fair play to him. He definitely made some mistakes. He was caught cheating, and that was bad. But let's hope he doesn't do it again, right? Because I hate cheats as much as the next person. Who else have we got in it? So we got loads of good players. Like I was just showing you, the strength of it. Hikaru, Hans, Magnus. Oh, that's someone good. I keep forgetting his name. Who is it? It is Sarawana. Sounds like a lot of people's favourite plant, like Fabi, Arna. Den Lazaric, this young kid who Kramnik. I mean, how many of these players has Kramnik accused of cheating? Should we? We should have the Kramnik cross. We should call it, shouldn't we? If we did the Kramnik cross, oh my God! Look, these are the ones that I know Kramnik has basically accused of cheating, even though he says he hasn't accused anyone cheating. He's accused Hikaru cheating. Kramnik cross. Hans, of course. Magnus Carlsen. He has not accused Magnus. I'm not aware he's touched upon his fellow countryman there, or not anymore, but you get it. Yep, Den Lazaric. I mean, Jospem. The Kramnik cross could be getting a lot of people here, right? And it's strong. Look at that, Anish, Grishchuk. There's some good players in it. Anyway, we'll wait for the next round. Hopefully I'm warmed up and don't play any stupid things this time around and can just use the force. And the candidates is over. So what did you all think about the candidates? Obviously leave your comments below. I mean, it looked great, the competition. It was brilliant chess, very exciting. I didn't watch much of it, I'll be honest. It's quite late for me. I go to bed far too early, which has changed a lot since my younger years. And well done, Gukesh. Brilliant work. And I actually got... before the tournament, I had 2 bets on Prague and on his sister. I got really long odds, so I didn't put much cash on them. But I got, during the event, Gukesh, I put one more bet, and I put a bet on him at like 5-1 or something, when he was actually in joint lead, I think, which I thought was crazy odds. The bookie's always messing it up. So, well done. Unlucky to the likes of Hikaru, and I feel for basically Hikaru and Fabiano maybe the most. Also Nepo, because Nepo's a bit of a character. I love his facial expressions. Maybe it's their last chance, because the new generation of chess players, it's going to be so hard to get through them. Who have we got here then? David Parawana is another one of the Kramnik crosses. So this guy, he beat me with a lot of theory last time. So I'm just going to play 1f4 so I can avoid his theory. I don't want to have a theory battle, so I'm basically going to play the Dutch reversed, because I know the Dutch very well. And we're going to go into a classical Dutch, one of my favourite setups. And here, the general idea is to put a knight here and put the bishop here, but we can use this pawn to annoy him. I'll defend it a little bit first. And I had something similar to this against, well, I suppose a reasonably famous game I had against Boris Gelfand. And now we're going to go ahead with this plan of trying to push in the centre. Now I could support that knight, and I think I will just transpose it into a stone wall structure, which I don't normally do, but I'm doing this because, you know, his setup is a little bit strange. And now I think I'm just gonna, I don't know. I mean, do I take with a rook? Let's keep the queen. Okay, is he threatening? Okay, so I'm playing very positional here. Yeah, that is clear. Now, I'm playing like this because I'm trying to say that pawn is weak there. But okay, I mean, you know, I'm playing the Dutch, probably quite even. And if he ever goes here, I can take it. But I'm just wondering about this of the knight here. But I've got rook here defending my pawn, and I can always take with the D pawn. So I'm not that worried. And structurally speaking, I've got the better position. This pawn's weak. Not a big deal, but you know, these things can add up, and I might be able to set up. Well, at least with c3, getting a nice little structure there. So I kind of, I don't know, what do I want to take with? I want to take this way to keep his bishop trapped in, I think. And after knight here, this seems quite safe. So let's take this way. And he's got to try to get his bishop out. So he probably has to play f6 at some point. And now I'd like to keep that bishop trapped in, but I might end up losing that pawn. So this move seems quite logical at this moment in time. And then he's going to try to break in the centre. His pieces are quite active here. This could be the first key moment. I want to really play this move, but you know, when I want to do something, but then this move, and I don't know, am I going to here? Yeah, okay, phone. You're a bit loud, aren't you? I mean, or do we play it safe? I don't know. Oh, okay, let's play it safe. And now e5. Okay, so he's just getting his king somewhere. It's a bit peculiar, that move. I thought he'd play this move straight away. I'm not sure why he moved his king first. I've still got a better pawn structure, but I must admit his pieces are quite active. And I've got to watch out for that tactic. So I'm moving my bishop out of the way. There was a tactic taken there and taking my bishop. And again, if I can get one more move in, it seems to me that I should be a little bit better here. Pawn structure is very pleasant at the moment. And we can now try to double up or just take and play positionally. Lots of bits coming off though after this move. And this is going to make life a little bit tricky, right? If I want to try to win this, very tricky. Okay, so he's coming in. And we are making multiple exchanges here. I've got this move to try and complicate things. Then knight here, but that ending's probably worse for me. This pawn's too strong. But I do actually want to try to win this ending somehow, but I can't see how we're going to win it. Can we go behind now? Okay, I mean, that was a dead draw, as I expect this is. But okay, I'll offer him a draw and see what he says. If he okay. I mean, that was quite a boring game, but I mean, maybe I'm respecting his grade too much. I was a little bit better there at some stage, but you know, he is a quality player, and a draw is not the end of the world. You know, it's better. I normally lose early on, so that was bloody boring. What the hell was that? That's when I tried to play sensible. Let's not play sensible anymore, please. Let's not do that. No, thank you. We can't be doing that anymore. I mean, Jesus, that was boring. I'd rather lose in a flame of glory, you know, than draw like I'm still asleep. You know, I mean, let's not do that again. I mean, just to prove that I can be a boring bastard. That's it. I've done it. I've proven to the world I can be boring. But let's not do it again. Game review. I think I could have put some pressure on him at some point, but generally pretty high, right? I mean, it was a good game. I'm trying to get on Kramnik's X list, and you know, what can we say about that? So I missed a chance here. It did feel like I had some chances, and here, oh wow, there was a. How can this? Oh, could I actually take this pawn? Come on, I can't take that pawn. That looks so risky. This is the kind of move that I just don't believe I can take, right? That was my only chance, really, right? It says I can take this pawn, but it looks so risky. Okay, I mean, it looks like a pawn that I don't really want to take. And later on, well, I felt like even at the end there, I thought my perfect position was around here when I go knight f3, because I thought I've got no danger. I've got no weaknesses, and he's got two slightly weak pawns. But in actual fact, I didn't really get anything, did I, from the moves that came? And the only other move I was thinking of playing was this e6 move, and it does say that that's very playable. So this would have been a much more interesting way to play. And if I was maybe a little bit more confident, I'd have, you know, playing a lower rated player, I might have rammed this on the board. Just because it makes the position just a bit more complex, right? I thought he'd go here. I would play here, and I was worried about something like knight here, but I did see I have bishop b5 now, and this is what I should have done, because I can't defend my pawn like this, and this pawn, it just makes it a bit more interesting, the position. I've still got to get these guys in the game, but I think this is the way to try and this would have been the way to try and get something from the game, right? And around about here, it did feel like I felt like I should be better, but nothing really, because he's got this move just liquidating pawns off the board. Basically a perfect game. Such a perfect game. Down, 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 down. Kramnik could be complaining about it. Wow, 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 wow. It's such a Magnus game. You just keep... Okay, I'll shut up now. Sorry. And yeah, there's not much going on here, is there? I mean, could I have done anything different here? Not really. And after the rook comes here, well, this one, I don't know. I mean, this was the very boring move where things get swapped off. This check looked okay. And here, yeah, I mean, look at it. It's just boring. 0.00 every single move I play, right? And, well, even more pawns get exchanged now. I don't know. The only, you know, I was thinking about this move at some point, but that's just absolute naff. And yeah, okay, it's just boring. There's no point even commentating even, you know, anymore on that, really. Not the most interesting of games. Oh well. Hikaru and Magnus and other people got 2 out of 2, so solid. I'd love to have a good start, you know, so that draw is okay, but I'm going to get a lot of tough players. You know, I need to beat some of these guys, but okay, we're trying to make it more interesting and come at them a bit more. Let's see if we can turn it on a little bit. Any games still going? There are. So let's have a look. So we got, this is the highest rated game, and this is now obviously losing because the bishop drops. Now this ending is a draw if you can get your king into the opposite color corner of your bishop. The certain endings you should just know, because you basically want to get your king there and your bishop there, or you keep your king and bishop in the middle of the board. This is the way you draw it, because there's many stalemate tricks. If you can visualize this, and visualization is one of the basically strongest keys to becoming a better player. You should really try visualizing pieces if you want to improve. Visualization is like something you have to do in chess, so it's like picture it. So if you can imagine this position with the black rook anywhere here, the point being, so that, you know, white king here, white bishop here, black king here. Not a very good colour, is it, with the board? I used to be able to make green. Oh, there we go. Look at that. And then the black rook. How do I do that? I don't know how I did that. Oh, there we go. Green. So if you can imagine that. And the point is, if that black rook moves anywhere along the back rank, let's say it's black to move. I don't know what I'm doing here. Then it's stalemate. And that's the reason that this is a technical draw. But this position, it's not stalemate, because white has one move, and the one move white has is moving the king, losing the bishop. So that's how you draw this ending anyway. Okay, right. We're in with another game, and we're playing an NM. Interesting country there, from flag Turkmenistan. And if I can't pronounce it, it's obviously a place I don't know very well. And Turkmenistan. I'm dyslexic, so I know I can say that better, but I'm not doing for it. I'm butchering it at the moment, so I apologise for anyone over there. And I think my friend went over there once. Okay, so we've got a Dutch, and I'm just going to play here. I think bishop b4 is a better move, but I want to get the same kind of thing we got on the last game. So I've got my classical Dutch, and if I win this, I get to 2.5 out of 3. Good score. This is the move I recommend in my chessable course and my GingerGM course. GingerGM course is a little bit older than the chessable course, but still cheaper and decent. Chessable course is very thorough. And I've had this position so many times. I stop b4 here, give myself a hold of that square. And again, the concept is to basically control the e5 square and play e5. And the Dutch, I have to warn you, you know, it's a really... Oh, what do I do here? I can't remember. I wish I could remember shit now. Wish I could. Okay, I think we go knight here, and then if e4, we play e5, right? Yeah, this is the lineup, which I beat Joe Gallagher in once, Grandmaster from England. Yeah, yeah. The Dutch is. Can I go here now? Takes. Bishop b4. Takes. And I take the rook. I don't know. Maybe. I can also play a4, but or I can also do this, and this. There's quite a lot of shit I can do then, right? I wish I could remember theory. This and e5 looks the most sensible, right? Okay, let's go for this one. I don't know. Even a4 was an interesting move there, but e4 is a good positional plan for my opponent. Yeah, the Dutch. It's a bloody hard opening to learn. Don't get me wrong. You know, you have to, if you want to learn. Okay, I think I'll play this move now. It seems like a nice way to hold that up. I'm not in a rush to play here. But if you can master the Dutch, which will take you longer than other openings, don't get me wrong, it's such a cool opening. I've had so many great results with the Dutch, and I know it so well now. It's like anything in life, right? You have to put a little bit of effort in to really reap the rewards, and we all want to do shortcuts in life, especially now with this like doom scrolling, sitting in front of TV, which I do way too much, and just scrolling for no reason, you know. But if you really put the effort in, like any opening, you're going to have some crap results when you change openings. You learn a new opening. It doesn't matter if you've watched all the chessball crap out there. You're going to have some bad results. But if you keep at it and you really learn the concepts, pick something you at least enjoy. pick an opening you like the looks of. There's no point learning something which is really boring. If you learn something you really enjoy, then it can be so rewarding, because it's something, you know, it's like a dog. It's not just for Christmas, it's for the rest of your life. And, you know, so it's really worth doing that if you get a chance. And if you see my streams before, you will know what my plan is in this position. It's to play these two moves. This is something I do so many times. But here I've got an option. I can send my knight this way, which generally has worked very well for me. But I've also got an idea of going here now. The thing is, I think his knight will go... I mean, they're both very tempting. Do we play for checkmate, or do we come in to try... Okay, I mean, they're both... Okay, I'm going to go this way. I mean, the other way's definitely okay. But this way, I'm looking at trying to get my knight to c5. Whether I can come in and back, or back and then in. That's what I'm looking at. So my opponent's trying to break over here. But I've also got an attack on the king side, this kind of stuff. So I seem to be controlling both sides of the board. Having a pawn here works against b4, because I take on, pass on. So my opponent has to sacrifice like this. And this is a good move, definitely. Now I could force these guys forwards, but maybe I should take the bait and take this one first. Got to watch out for d6 moves, but I can't see that working at the moment. I might be able to get my knight into d4. And this move is quite tempting, but my opponent's bishop has quite a decent square there. And I don't want to allow e5. So we have to now do this move. But now I've got some chances to attack over there. And this could be a very key swinger. And also, this is a useful move because it gives a bit more control to the one break I feel I need to look out for, which is the pawn coming here. Okay, I'm just going to play here. It's clear something's happening. And maybe I should have put the knight on b3, because that was what I planned originally. I don't think this is... Okay, let's now play here. It's a nice square for my knight. It comes back into the game. I can re-centralize. I can get rid of that bishop if I so wish. And my opponent stops my rook coming over here. And this pawn is a little bit funny. Do we now try to get rid of this knight? Do we just consolidate things? Do I even just move my bishop? I think we can just move the bishop. And I don't have to do anything really at the moment, because let's remember I am a pawn up. I've got to watch out for this tactic. And I don't know if I should be playing knight d4 or not. I kind of feel maybe I should. But now knight takes, pawn takes. I have to watch out for this pawn. I'd like to get my queen to h5. But it's a little bit risky. Yeah, I mean, maybe I shouldn't be allowing this stuff here now. He's taking my knight. It's a little bit slack of me to allow this. Okay, I'm going to take this one. I'm not... And then come here. And I'm going to play quicker now. The more I'm thinking, the more I'm not playing moves which I know I should be playing. So it's stupid. And his queen coming over here is something which I don't really want him to annoy me with. Here, pawn... This pawn coming forwards is annoying, right? This looks ridiculous. I need to get my rook over. Okay. I'm not sure. I don't like the way I played this. No, he's coming over here. Don't like the way I played this at all. But it might still be okay. Still a bit shaky here I am with my moves. Let's play for mate now. Enough of this dancing around like an idiot. He's got one check. Can't see anything else. I'll grab this pawn, why not? Okay. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of like a good position for me, right? And I'm clearly winning at the end there. But I kind of flaffed. I always flaff about. Flaffle. Is that where the word flaff comes from? A flaffle. Is that right? I don't know. Flaff. Must be. That's an English word for like... No, it must come from flap. You know, when you panic, you're like, matron, and you start panicking. It is actually St. George's Day today, the National Day of England, which England doesn't really celebrate because, I don't know, probably because of our colonial history and people don't really like being English anymore because, like, nearly everyone hates us. I think probably every country pretty much hates the English more than any other country, right? Is that right? I don't know. Maybe some countries which like us, like America kind of probably like us. I don't know. Do you like us, America? Norway kind of like us because we helped them in the war. Oh, in the war days, but a lot of other countries just bloody hate us, right? So, so yeah. But I mean, you know, it's still quite, you know. Let's get before I say anything else. Let's go to the game review. I think it was a pretty solid game, 80%, and as you can see from the graph there, I'm generally always doing okay. There was one moment where I let it slip again there. But this, you know, it's weird how the opening thinks it's a little bit better for white, but I disagree. You know, I love this opening, and I missed something here. So what did I miss here? Big. God, what did I miss here? That's a big mistake, apparently. To win... Oh, right, I can just go here. Flip. Could I have done that? What? Did I just miss that? Oh, man. Do you know what? Do you know what the problem is? One of the things that stops growth in chess is getting lazy. This is like a combination of things, but it's pretty much the same thing. Being lazy, being complacent, and sticking to the same ideas without having any creative thinking. And I know exactly what I'm doing here, right? I know that I'm going g5, g4, e4, getting a grip on the bishop, and then going for an attack over here. Normally win games like that. And when your opponent plays a move like rook here, you kind of like, okay, I'm just going to continue. But of course, this move, it just traps the knight, and I'm winning because the knight has no square, and that is just complete laziness on my behalf. So well done if you saw that in the chat. G5 is not good, and now my opponent makes his knight a square, and I'm not, again, I'm kind of blinded to possibilities here. And I just continue with here, getting my queen off the right, because I'm just sticking to the same thing, which is good, because I am certainly better now. This moving the knight the other way is not stupid, because whenever you move a knight and you've got closed position, the position is closed. It's like locked, right? The pawns are locked up. Can't open up lines. You need to think of the long-term potential of your knight. Now, I was looking generally at this square by boom, boom, boom. But another idea is actually getting it over here. And it's boom, boom, boom. And that is a great way to start an attack. So I still don't know if this is the best move, even though the computer says it's good. And now, okay, this seems to give me like a very nice position. I have to... Okay, it doesn't like me taking there. It says I can avoid that move, but actually this is weird. You know, again, it's chess.com. I mean, people in the comments say this is how you use chess.com. I don't know how you use chess.com. I don't really care either. And... This, okay, let's go actually to the other board in case the game starts. What's it? Move 18. Oh shit, the game has started. Oh, for fuck's sake, I thought there was a break there. I just lost. Oh, I just lost 30 seconds. What a... Jesus. Frustrating. I'm frustrated there. Okay, and this now is an opening. Can't really remember very well, I have to admit. Thomas Rendell, English international master, used to play this junk. And do we? Okay, let's do this. This looks like a decent move to discombobulate him. I'm going to give him Irish pawns in the center of the board. Maybe I should have taken the bishop first. And I figured that there should be some compensation here, clearly. I need to get developed though. Okay, that bishop could become a great piece. Maybe I should have even lashed out with g5 there. Really weird position already. Okay, now I'm really tempted to play this. I'm going to play it. Now he can take that one, but this might be an issue. And let's remember, the reason I've done this is to discombobulate his queen side. So knight takes here. Maybe my queen comes to e5 or something. Very interesting position. So queen g5, f6, queen here would be embarrassing. Strange, isn't it? And now g5, he will take. Can I come here, threatening g5? Can I go here and bishop here? Fuck yeah, is the answer. Doesn't that win? Takes, takes, bishop here, take, yes. This looks good to me. This knight is in trouble. And any move like this is going to save him. I can't see it saving him, so let's just keep concentrating here. He's going to get a lot of pawns, but he's got this discombobulation still over here on the queen side. Queen takes, bishop here, and then take here with the queen, clearly. And he's going to. I've still got this major development advantage. And bishop here is now a killer. Threatening the rook, threatening the queen, threatening checkmate. Put that in your pipe and smoke it, son! Just reliving my youth there. Ah, it's so easy when everyone's trying to please me, baby. Oh, that was a killer. Killer, killer chicken dinner. Is that a phrase? Maybe. And 17 moves. That was juicy. That was juicy. I could look at that. I can even give half my time away and win. And we're on 3.5 out of 4. Come on, son. Come on. Come on. Use the force. Let's get that game out of the way. What do we reckon with the game review? Is that going to be good? I don't know. I mean, it looked like I played it right, didn't it? I mean, oh yes, 98.1. Did I? Oh, look at that. 1 inaccuracy. I mean, it all seemed very, very logical, right? Everything that I did. So I know this opening because GingerGM had done a DVD on it. You can buy it. Gwaine Jones, one of England's best players, looked at this, and Thomas Rendell has played this a lot with white. And this move is known to be quite a decent idea. You can play e6 as well, but there's a little trick here which I once got in a lot of trouble against Danny Gormali with. And after this move, I played d5, and now you're losing actually, because there's some nasty stuff with knight takes d5. White sacrifices a piece but comes here, and I had this against Gormali, and I managed to draw the game, but I was in a lot of trouble here. So the point is, a6 helps you because in some lines there's no check on b5. This is old theory. And my opponent probably picked a bad opening to play against me because this is like a lot of English players have dabbled with this line. b5, I'm obviously going to play this. And now taking that bishop seemed like the move he wanted to play. And this move threatens some ideas of e6. So, okay, looks natural. And this is normal. And now you've always got to think what your opponent's trying to do. And he wants to play d3, get his bishop out, play f4. And that looked a bit uncomfortable for me. So this move seems like a really nice move because it's one of my favourite pawn sacks, this idea. Because now, how does he get his bishop out? He's got to move this pawn, and this bishop. Or he's got to move this pawn and this bishop. So it's a discombobulator. And also now we get the Irish pawns. And we don't get that often. This move naturally attacks it. And now attack the piece that's defending the pawn. Get my queen to a good square. So this was... I did say afterwards g5 was tempting, but g5 is not on the list of moves. It actually says g6, but that looks a little bit passive. I like this move. And now here... Well, I mean, everything's just very easy for me, right? I want to attack the queen, but I don't know why he didn't play queen to g5 now. That's what I'm thinking. Queen. Oh, because I go g6. I just play g6 and my bishop comes here, right? This is the reason. So he can't go queen g5 because after this, I get the same tactics in the game. So he's actually in a hell of a lot of trouble. If he takes here, I was going to go queen e5. And now his knight has got to move somewhere like this. And this is a lovely position. I have the h-file and I also have this attack. I mean, this is gorgeous, right? And instead of that, he went queen h4, which is a double blunder. But now we're just looking at the most natural moves. We attack the queen and he's completely lost. So it's actually a very... Make sure the game hasn't started. Okay, let's get rid of that ball because I think there's a break after this round. But after this G5 move, yeah, he's dust, right? Because I'm going to win the knight. It's actually very, very simple. And my threat is bishop G7 anyway. And he still can't move his queenside pieces. Look at the power of that sacrifice. It stopped this one getting in the game. And after this one, bishop G7. Oh, yeah. Oh, come on. We're going to have a great... We're going to rock it this title Tuesday. I feel it. I can feel it. We're on 3.5 out of 4. Come on, come on, come on. Let's take some big guns down. Feeling pretty sharp recently. Been limiting my alcohol quite a lot, even though I got smashed on Saturday. I went up to a pub blitz, a pub in London to play chess, and I got absolutely trolleyed. I lost some. I mean, I was doing well in the chess, but then I went way over the drink safety limit of chess games, and I couldn't see a thing. It was my words. And then I got the train home. You know, somehow managed to get the right train, and it was the last train home. The last train home is always an adventure because you just don't know who's on the train, and there was all sorts of people on the train. There was some, you can't obviously smoke on trains. There's someone smoking skunk in my carriage, just like pulled out a joint, but he looked pretty scary. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna chill out in the corner, have my Burger King, you know. And he was smoking skunk. I thought, bloody hell. And he was a scary looking chap. And I saw and the ticket guard came through. He was smoking it in a vaporizer, but you could smell it. It like stunk out the whole carriage. Yeah, it was about 12 o'clock at night. Bloody hell, you know. And the ticket inspector came through, and yeah, I've got nothing against that, but like, not when you're on a train, right? Anymore, it's a bit dodgy, yeah. And the ticket inspector came through, and I thought this is going to be interesting because obviously he should not be smoking illegal drugs on the train, and I don't think he even had a ticket. And you know what the ticket inspector said? He said, "Oh, is that skunk?" He goes, "Oh, that smells nice." He had tattoos, young chap, and he goes, "Oh, have you got any?" I was like, what the hell? What kind of ticket inspector is this? And the guy goes, yeah, I've got a card. And he literally had, you know, his card with, like, you know, here you go, take one of these. And the ticket inspector just took his business card and walked off. I thought this is like, I thought it was really funny, actually. Probably as I was getting very stoned by the fumes, which were coming past me. But it was a very interesting, weird journey back, that was. Anyway, apart from that, I've been very healthy. I generally like have a little bit of exercise every day now. Doing a bit of boxing training. Got boxing fight in a couple of months. Not very good at boxing. I'm 44. It's a bit old to learn, but you know, who cares? Great for the mind and the soul. I just feel the next thing I need. Okay, a couple of other things I need to do. I think I don't know. What do you guys do to self improvement? I think I need to do a bit of meditation. I can see myself sitting, you know, listening to sort of some. I do like a bit of Tibetan, like, you know, singing bowls. Like it. I mean, with my haircut, I could probably get into yoga, couldn't I now? I'm sure I could pass for yoga and get into one of the yummy mummy multiple yoga classes, which are around nowadays. And, yeah, so I was thinking about that. And I was thinking about, I've got to get off my phone. I don't really look at my phone so much anymore, but I'm still playing too much Blitz on my phone when I'm watching film. Just stop looking at the phone. I might throw the phone away. I hate the bloody phone. I might just do that. Should I just throw the phone away? Yeah, let's do that. Let's throw it. Throw it in the Thames. We don't need the phone anymore. Don't need it. I used to survive without a mobile phone. We used to meet places. So that's the other thing. Anyway, that was my trip home from the Blitz. Wah, wah, wah. Let's have a look. There was a game. Okay, this is Grandilis. Oh, it's a drawing technique. Oh, how weird is life? We're definitely in a matrix. Anyone who says we're not in a matrix, what is the chances of getting this ending? I mean, it's life. I think we're in a computer-generated simulation. This is just clear to me nowadays. We're you know, everything is just, you know, it's not even real. You know, nothing's real, is it? And I was talking about how to defend this ending. You get your king into the opposite colour to your bishop. This is the only position I've talked about in depth. And what are the chances this can occur? Like 1 in 10, 20,000. I look at one game and it's occurring. It's just uncanny, isn't it? So it's definitely, if we are in a matrix, you know, I expect you can pick what level you play on, and I'm definitely on hard level. I wish I could go back, reboot the game again, and put it on like easy level, and just like, you know, just chill. You know, why did I pick hard level before entering this world? I thought, oh yeah, you know, easy level. Let's you know, we don't want to be just rolling through life. Let's put it on hard level. You know, let's have some challenges. Let's make it interesting. I'll go back and put it on easy. Easy, it's the way to go. And that is how you draw that one. But let's try to keep concentrated. So we're on a very good score, 3.5 out of 4. Played some good players. Only drawn to some like top geezer. And like I'm playing well, which is more important. I'm feeling quite focused now. I'm sort of managed to get my head together a bit more, you know, which is good. I think we've all suffered things over the course of our lives, haven't we? And it's good to focus and try to get it, you know, get things into shape. We'll probably now fall apart in the games. Let's have a look at the standings anyway. So all the games are over now, and see who's up there. Hans, Hikaru, Ali Razor, the Shoezer, the Shoe Man, H4. That's a good name, like it. Where is Magnus Carlsen? Is he? We got more points. Oh, look at that! Oh, give me Magnus, give me Magnus. Oh, come on! We'd love the honour of playing Magnus Carlsen. Oh, I've played in the pub actually a fair few times. The best pub in the world, one of the best. If you like chess, it's the best. The Good Night pub in Oslo, which I'd love to get back to. And I know Magnus a little bit. He's a nice guy, good guy, like a normal guy, you know. And I've been down there. Had some great evenings. You know, not much. Just played him a couple of games because he's obviously got things going on, but. It's great to play some games with these people. I much prefer playing Blitz over the board with a beer, like a social thing. It's more fun, just not too many beers. So it'd be great to play him. And who else is there? This guy is... I've never heard of him. I've heard of this guy, legend. Wow, 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 thunder. And wow, wow, wow. That's for you, Lee. Thunder. Wow, 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 wow. That's a good walk-on music. I heard of this guy. Apparently he's pretty handy. This guy, yeah, we've been talking about him already. Nimrod. Obviously getting some chess coaching after that performance. And these guys have a very good chess site on how to help your chess. Nearly as good as GingerGM. Dominguez, ex-Blitz world champion. This guy, who's that? Cristobal Henriques. Don't think I'd know him. Duda, 4 out of 4. And yeah, it's a who's who, isn't it? Den Laz, 3.5. Where are we? We should be on this 3.5 group. There we are. 37th position out of 721. Oh, we're going to get a big game next, aren't we? Can we just hold it together and play? I don't mind as long as I play a good game. Don't mind losing. Of course I do. I'd rather win a bad game. Good question. Would you rather win a bad game or lose a great game? I'd rather win a bad game. You know, I don't care that much. But we'll see. There's a lot of rounds to go. 4 rounds of 11. So according to my maths, we've got actually loads left. 7 rounds left. And I always break this up, if you haven't heard my streams before, into 3 bits. Mentally, I don't know why, because they normally have a break as well after round 4 and 8. So after 4 rounds, I think they have a cheat detection break, and then we have the next 4 rounds. So this is key, the middle of the tournament. It's where you can make or break it. Obviously, if I win all my next 4 games, I get to 7.5, which is just a phenomenal score. The most I've ever got, I think, is probably 8 points. So we have to see how the next 4 go. And and yeah, I'm just seeing, you can probably see that this GingerGM sale's going on. Go and get yourself a course. We do have a money back guarantee. You will improve your chess. All the courses there are on sale. They're doing well, but I've just seen that we've actually got one on for the wrong price. I had a message earlier and I haven't been bothered to change it, so it's actually on for about 95% off. So yeah, I hope you basically get 15-hour calls for like £3 or something at the moment, which seems very generous, but you know, hey ho. But go and check it out. Just follow the link in the description to the video and have a look at the courses we sell. It will make you better at chess, guaranteed. Well, maybe. Okay, we're playing someone here with a tree. What are we going to play? Should we stick to F4? Why the hell not, yeah? Let's play the birds. Wow, 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 wow. Thunder. And Matvev Golchenko. And he is from Russia. Okay, well, that's cool. He's trying to mix it up. So let's put pawn on E4. Why not? And now, do we grab this pawn? Because we get... I'm going for open lines. I'm giving up my favourite pawn, but I'm going for open lines and hopefully tempo against his bishop. So let's castle. I've got to watch out for queen check, but that's not a worry at the moment. And where does this guy go? This is quite annoying. Can we even... No, we can't flick that in. Don't go mental. Okay. Don't really like my bishop over there. Okay, we'll put it here. I don't really like giving him this tempo. But, well. His bishop will have to go to one of these two squares. Was that my stomach making that noise? Okay, and now... Okay, let's... How are we setting up here? This is just what I'm trying to think. Are we going D3? Okay, let's bring this knight out. Development. And I'm playing very slowly here. I don't know why he's not playing D5. That looks like kind of move you'd play very quickly. Alright, so we'll take with the queen. And now, where is my bishop? I want to get it on this diagonal, right? So maybe it should come back to E2. This B3 just looks at a brick wall. Now D4 and this move seems very interesting to me. But D4 will go C5, right? Okay, I'm going to play it anyway because it gives me some freedom in the center. And he's not castled yet. And I want to play this, but I want to meet E5 by opening him up. So this is the move I'm going for. And I've got a development advantage, but structurally my opponent is better. Now I'm not really worried about sacking a pawn. So can I play this now? Then E5 comes. Right. Can I go here? And if he takes here, do I have anything clever? Can't see anything clever. This move I want to play. But I don't... Okay, do I just move my king? Okay, let's move the king. But am I actually going to get any compensation? It's a central pawn. Maybe I shouldn't have given that pawn up. Okay, he's not biting. He's not biting. And it's annoying. I wanted him to bite there. Now this move I still want to play, but not as convincing now, is it? Okay, can we just play this and get some... Okay, I'm going to give up that pawn, but do I really believe it? I'm playing so slowly. He doesn't believe it. He grabbed it straight away. Now, okay. Now, bishop here. And try to get a rook in. It's only one pawn, but I don't know why I'm giving up this pawn like this. It's stupid. Here, because I've got to swap the queens off. For fuck's sake. Yeah, what am I doing here? Really stupid way to play. I don't think I've got anything here, have I? Here he takes my rook. Where does my knight go? Ah, fucking hell. Ah, okay. This is badly played by me. Really don't want to swap the queens off. That's what I'm spending so long on. But I don't really see how I can avoid swapping the queens off, right? He's grabbing another pawn. I did not expect that. But why not? It's falling apart a little bit, I have to admit. His queen is the only... He's got this pawn, but his queen is not completely comfortable, right? But I've got no time at all. This one comes here, then. Okay, I've got this move. It's got to come here. Maybe I could have stopped that idea. And then queen over here is pretty good for his queen. Fuck. Yeah, I mean, I just didn't really get rolling here, did I? Don't want to swap queens off. Quick. Easily blunder here. Got to keep the queens on. Got to play something like this, right? Got to play it. I've got to try to go for his king with everything a man has, which is not much in this position, which is quite solid. Last move of his seemed a little bit risky. Just got to throw things at him, maybe, yeah? Because my position's so bad. Because of the material. Knight here. Do we move the bishop back first? Oh, okay, we'll do this. Want to get my queen up, my rook across. At least I threaten mate then. Some ideas now. But I'm so slow. So slow. Okay, he's down as well. Anything could happen here. Okay. Why is he taking so long? It's freaking me out. Fuck a duck, fuck a duck. No. Great position. Shit. Fuck off. With your good moves. Ah, just too slow. Oh man, I actually got right back in the game there. And I just spent too much time earlier on. I can't play. Ah, it was a great opportunity to get to a fantastic score. Ah, fuck it. Ah, yeah. I mean, after a bad sort of middle game, I was well in there, wasn't I? Well in there, and I just couldn't. I couldn't move quick enough. Let's have a look at when it got interesting. So around about here, as you can see, it is certainly interesting as his king starts to run. And if I had like another 30 seconds, I'd be all right. And my next move is the right move. Look, rook f1, line him up. His king is just waiting for abuse here. He tries to run away. I open it up. And now I play another good move. And here, queen d6 was the killer. Look for the checks. That would have ended it immediately. Of course, such an easy move to see. Oh, fuck. Because if he moves his rook, I take on f8. So with a couple more seconds, I would have seen this. If he moves here, I take here with check. This move, I just played a move nearest to my mouse. He comes back. I come here, and now I freaked out here. A knight b5 I had, which I did see, but after I moved the piece. And I was just like, 8 seconds. It's not enough time for me. I played too slowly. And here, yeah, it's gone now. Not a great game, actually. I didn't really get my stuff in, but from a bad opening middle game, we really fought back well. And I thought I was going to win here because the amount of time he spent on this move and this idea, just playing for mate, really threw him off guard. So that was a little bit disappointing. I didn't win that one, but okay, let's just recover. We're still on an okay score, 3.5 out of 5. If I win the next one, 4.5 out of 6. We'd take that. Need to, okay, can still get 9.5, which would be tremendous. Just positively think of stuff. I'm playing all right. We won't play F4 again. We'll switch up openings. Let's try. Just want to get positions I'm comfortable with. I don't even want to be better out the opening. I just want to be comfortable. And maybe I shouldn't have played the whole thing I did there. You know, just play normal move here. Play my normal setup. Why didn't I just do that? You know, because again, I'm going against what I just said. I want to play positions I'm comfortable playing. And even though this was a complete mess, I'm not completely comfortable here because I had to think a lot about the right way to play, and I still didn't find the right way to play. Disappointing game there, but okay. Let's see if we can play a better game here. Alright, we'll go d4. My normal move. And let's just play main-ish line. And we're playing an FM from India who's obviously clearly very strong. And I'm going to play this line now. Just wish I could remember it. This little move. People call it the boar attack, but I don't know the proper name for it. Now, I wish I could remember the main line stuff for Queen B6, but this can be quite dangerous for black if he doesn't know what he's doing. I don't know what the hell that move is. That just looks mental. I wish I'd have looked at this move another time. Okay, let's take here. And grab this pawn. Not sure I'm liking the way that I can't castle though. Don't like this because I can't castle. The pawn is kind of irrelevant, yeah? And why didn't I at least... Where is my king going here? He just castles, put a rook on the 8. He's got a fantastic gambit position. It's just silly. That move just threw me. I can't remember. Again, it's memory. Can't remember what I was supposed to do there. How do I get castled? Without getting castled, it's going to be very unpleasant, this. I don't know why he's thinking here. His position's quite logical. I need to get rid of this bishop. How the hell do I do that? Knight here and it looks ugly. Develop this piece and pray. Well, maybe I'll put the bishop there, but my dance squares are terrible. Don't like this position at all. Okay, so he's stopping my bishop going there, which kind of feels natural. And now I'm going to go, at least I'm going to castle queenside. Also, this one quite tempting. But let's get castle queenside. Not safe at all because of moves like this. But in times of trouble, Mother Nature says to me, let it be. Okay. I'm happier now because he wasted a weird tempo, this h6 move, which might well be a good move, but I don't think he needed to do that. It was a bit overly cautious. And I'm now ready to at least get some stability in the center of the board. Put a knight on e4, go rook e1, try to make some exchanges, stuff like that. So knight e4, and remember, if I do survive, I've got a big d pawn. Derek, as Jonathan Rowson once called it. Derek the d pawn. Okay, well I have to go here. Now he might be able to win a pawn here. Now why don't I take with a pawn? Because it controls that and gives me a stability spot there. Strange. It should just be alright now. Okay, so let's centralize. Can come here and I don't lose this pawn. He attacks my bishop. That's crafty. Let's see that one. Here. Rook here, h4. Knight in, takes here. This move is good, isn't it? Rook here, h4 here. Don't know about this move. Even bishop d6, which he played automatically. Okay, I'll try to stable. Yeah, this has gone wrong again. I want to get the knight here, but not allow this with check. So I'm just trying to put the bishop in the middle of the board, but things are dropping now. Okay, come on, let's. Can I push this? That's my one asset, so let's just try and discombobulate him with it a little bit. Don't even know if it's a good square for the bishop, really. Maybe. Okay, I'm going to put my king out of the way, but got this square for the bishop. Did I need to put my king out of the way? Does the Pope have a balcony? Threaten mate, because that's not a very good idea, is it? Threatening mate when you're walking into that. Why do I threaten mate like that? Ending. What is this ending like? My bishop doesn't really have a way in. This move is just like, where do I put my bishop? Let's put it on d4. Risky as my king could become trapped, but I'm trying to at least force his pawn to stay on the dart square. Now, this is the other one. Do I? Okay, I think I'll go here. I think we have to play this rook and pawn ending. These are not very nice in an ending either. Strange ending. I think he has to take my bishop. Why didn't I could have moved my bishop there last move. Fuck's sake, Simon. Playing some quite beginnerish mistakes here, in actual fact. This is probably a little bit worse for me, but... Is it? I don't know. I've got past pawn, so it's not tragic. I've got to just push this pawn. That's a good move. You can have that pawn, I don't care. It gives me an easy plan. Queen. Which way? Which way? So my opponent's trying to draw now, and he's got the draw. Well, I stopped the bleeding with a draw, but maybe I could have put a little bit more pressure on him in this ending, you know? It's quite an easy draw. My king can't hide, so we can agree to the draw pretty soon here. What's he doing? Is he trying to win? Why is he trying to do that? He can try to win if he wants, but... Okay, yeah, I mean, quite interesting. We'll have a look at that opening first of all, because, again, I have covered this in the course, but I can't remember what I did again. So we'll do the game review. Pretty okay game, quite exciting. Quite high accuracy from both of us there. And you can see I was doing quite well there, but the opening, I didn't really like it. So this is where I'm doing well, yeah, and I'm doing well again here. And I let it slip around about here. Okay, interesting. But it was a tough game, yeah. But more importantly, let's. Well, I mean, I know this analysis is not that good, and if you were taking it seriously, you need to do more analysis. But this e5 move, what did I have in my course about this? I honestly can't remember. Oh yeah, of course, yeah. You take here. This is correct. So my first move is correct. And rather than being greedy and grab another pawn, why would I? I don't want to be a pawn up. Pawns, they're the enemy in me. They're my enemy. I should be going more aggressive. F4. And then E5. This is what I have in the course. But my opponent came up with some very interesting ideas there. And the ending, well, I expect it's always kind of drawn. There were many moments where I had to calculate here, for example. Rook B3 was quite interesting, but his king is in time to get in front of the pawn. This is the kind of standard idea. And even though I'm pawn down here, my pawn is so strong, I shouldn't be losing it. And this is probably a mistake on his part. Now I'm threatening check and rook b5, so my opponent decides to liquidate. And this is a good check because I want to come here. And this was clever because why didn't I go rook here now? Takes h3, right? Yeah, that's why. So and he can also just come this way and give. Yeah, this is a draw. Okay, it's always a draw. So we're on 4 out of 6, so we can still get to 9 points. We're over halfway of the tournament. We've got 5 rounds to go. So I'm looking at getting really, you know, I want to get this 8 points again at least, right? So I'm looking at getting 4 out of the next 5, which should be kind of nearly on par to what I'm getting. But I feel like I'm playing all right. If I get positions out the opening, which I enjoy playing, I think I'm going to do. I think I'm going to get that. I think I will get 4 out of the next 5 games. Hopefully the next game will start very soon. And there you go at the top. Who's leading it? Hikaru, this Nimrod guy. And Magnus is back, so we're not going to be right at the top fighting these guys. We had that game which kind of went the other way, but we can still get a very good score. So let's keep fighting for that. Any games still going on? SpongeBob is playing. Oh, this ending. This is. Why don't you? Okay, that's strange. Offered a draw, and it is a draw. Okay. Why did White not try to win this one a bit more? Strange. Okay. Right. We are in against another strong player. Dennis Kadrick. Apparently a lovely guy. And that is from Montenegro, isn't it? Bosnia-Herzegovina. And what are we going to do? Well, we played the Sicilian last time. We got a great victory. So let's stick with a Sicilian. Maybe we're getting more open Sicilian. I haven't had a mainline dragon for a long time now. And look, we're getting this Grand Prix again. Okay, let's offer the dragon. If d4, we can, get a mainline dragon. And I guess I castle. I'm going to play my pet line here. I'm going to stop this for now. And I'm going to play my pet line. And my pet line is this move, which is very interesting. It's not very sound, but it is a race to open up lines because we're castled on opposite sides. So I do not give a damn about giving up a pawn because I'm figuring I now have 2 open lines. And I've had this a couple of times. And this move vacates the rook coming over. And we're going to try to use this little assassin to push him on the queen side. Okay, let's move this one in first, maybe, I guess. Might be a potential sacrifice there. And now I have to start using this pawn to push his bits backwards. And hopefully I've held up a lot of his kingside play. So if I'm the side attacking, I'm happy. What am I doing next? A6. Okay, comes back into the middle. So I think now we've got to use this assassin. We do have rook takes knight here, but is that a bit over the top? Another maneuver is bishop here and try to get the knight coming around. I remember Joe Gallagher telling me that. Joe Gallagher's coming up a lot today. Okay, let's go for this. Try to get my knight to c5. I vacate that square quite massively then, don't I? He's playing this well. This is a big square to give away. Big square. How do we play this first? Just to try and give the rook a bit more leeway. Now he's trying to get control of this. He's playing this very well. Swing the rook around. Maybe. Don't really believe it. Bring this knight here. Takes. The knight comes in there. Knight, because he takes. This is just a big pawn. Rook here. He takes. Puts bishop here. Don't believe it. What am I doing here, guys? Struggling to find a plan. Take his knight off and pray. Okay, my bishop's not doing anything anymore. Let's just do that. Give him a choice at least of what to capture with. I really want to get this rook over here, but this is not working at all, my position. Rook here, takes here, then bishop here. Can I? Okay, I'm going to do it because I'm running out of time and I can at least, hopefully, I have to give up the exchange, but I get a bishop and I might get a knight to c4 if he takes the bait. He has taken the bait. And my idea behind this is that I've given up the exchange, but I might be able to get some action here. But I fucking missed that move, didn't I? Bollocks. That is a little bit too much. Why don't I take with the queen? That was a little bit too much. Now I've got to prove that knights and bishops are stronger than rooks. Yeah, okay, we can do that. We can try to prove it. But okay, we have to come in. There's no stopping now. But I'm not believing this still here. I don't believe it's not butter. We just have to try and cause them as many little problems as we can here. Okay. If only I didn't blunder that other one, I might be okay. It's a tall challenge. Don't even know what I'm trying to do here, really. Okay, I'll take that one. I can't see what else I'm trying to do. Where does my bishop go? c5? Very passive. Probably come back here, but this pawn I can see dropping. It's coming in like Flynn. Anyway, I could see it defending that. Fuck, I might as well resign off that one. Okay, shit. Yeah, well played. Oh, I didn't get anything from my little sacrifice. That is really frustrating there. I was playing well today, but the important middle section's been bad for me. And, well, I'll kind of only be happy now if I win the rest. So, disappointing there. And see if we can use the force a little bit more and get back into it. Well played from my opponent. He played very, very well there, as you can see. You know, he's always doing well. And my sacrifice, I know, is dubious around here, yeah? But practically, it's quite interesting. And it puts a bit of pressure on white to play well. But the only chance, it seems, I had was here. Because after this moment, after this moment, it all goes wrong for me. And actually, A5, not the right square, right? I played this very quickly, but it allows him to get this hold on B5. So if we go back to that moment where I played A5, what should we have done? Well, just play some moves, yeah? This sacrifice is not really good. This looks like the most aggressive, with the idea of now taking here, because I can open his king up, and this is, yeah, this is the way to play. And I can also get my rook behind the queen. This is much better. This would have been full compensation. You know, go here, maybe try to take there, but my queen and my rook never got into good squares. Like I say, my opponent played very well. He played a very good game. And I didn't find the right idea. But this was the only way to play. So A5 a mistake. He plays this great move, stopping my pawn from moving, getting a hold here. And now I should have sacrificed here. Wow. Oh, I should have done that. This was a crap idea, bishop E8. What was I going on about with that move? Absolute turd of a move. That was a stinking poo. That was a massive, massive explosion in the toilets. With a little bit of spillage around the sides. Lots of spillage. That was... What, I wanted to move my knight here, but... I mean, what kind of fantasy am I living? It's never going to happen. So actually here, and here, and this is interesting. And after king, let's say... Well, no, it says c4, but now his bishop's bad. I can see this being quite interesting. His king's quite weak. Look. He's better because of this square, but it's some play. It's some play. Still looks like a load of shite. It still looks like a massive poo. And I gave this exchange up at the end. I didn't really see what else to do. But I took with a queen. What an idiot, man. And I had to take this way because you have to keep the queens on the board. And I have to, like, gamble in this position. But it's not really working. I'm gambling on some idea here, but as his knight is blocking the fun, it ain't working. It's more of a punt. So, alright, let's regroup and have a good finish now, because there's some disappointing games there. Some good play from my opponents. But I'm not really getting some great openings in those ones, so... well, I'll blame it on the openings. Because it's better than blaming it on myself, isn't it? But let's... Anyone got belief we can get to 8 still? Let's just home in what we're doing at the start. And we were playing bloody well at the start. So let's just try to play bloody well again and win. And win lots of games. Now, I can show you the standings if you want. Hikaru, yeah, you know how to play chess, don't you? Hans lost the game and Magnus is up there. Very interesting at the top. But we're not at the top anymore. We are far from being there. And going to games. Let's see if there's any interesting games going on. Okay, that game's finished. There's just one game going on by the looks of it. Getting a lot of bishop endings, aren't we, today? I hate defending this ending. This is the guy, the geezer I played, right? Who's he playing here? How many points is he on? How many points am I on? I lost to this. I lost to this guy, didn't I? I should have beaten this guy. Got. He was quite good in time pressure, but he's doing a good job of drawing this. That's a bad square for the king. Much better square. Check. Oh, this is getting risky now to defend. King e6 is the way to. Yeah, this is also good because you've got to reroute your bishop and you want to get your king here and your bishop here to win this. This is the best defense. This is called the second rank defense. You put your rook on the second rank in front of your king. There's lots of stalemate tricks. 141 moves. What a way to spend a Tuesday evening. And it's a draw. 50 move rule. So he's on 5 points. How many am I on now? I feel not 5. We'll find out in a minute. Okay. Let's try to play a good game. So we're not that game. We're on 4. Okay. And we got black again. Let's go. Let's not play this dragon anymore. I do quite well with a black lion. Why am I not playing the black lion? Black lion is it's a rock and roll opening. Let's do the black lion, man. Okay, the Dutch is even more fun. Oh yes, please. If only I could get a Dutch in every game, I'd probably be like 2,800, maybe even 2,900. Very likely to be 2,900. And I've had all this before. Now there's two ways to play here. And this way is quite an interesting idea. And the point now is I play this dubious move, but it's interesting because I'm giving up my pawns to harass his pieces. Now that last move of his was very dodgy because if he takes here, he's going to get his queen trapped. And I've had this all before. Goodbye, Queenie. You did your best, but it wasn't good enough. Look at that. Like I said, 2,900 with the Dutch. 2,900, maybe 2,950. You know, just take it. I just eat items for fun. I just munch them. I munch them like they're nothing. Yum, yum, yum. See you later, alligator. You should have brought my DVD. Should have learned from the best. Me, the best Dutch player. There you go. And I am. How many moves? 16 moves. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, it's interesting. And again, you know, this A5 move. You know, I'm teaching you as we go, so you're learning a bit about the Dutch. Is the old way I used to play the Dutch, and I played this for many years, like 20 years at least, and it was quite good until computers came along. And again, the concept is to get b4, because one thing you kind of want to do is often get a knight to b4, as we saw here. Now queen c2 is not a bad move, but it is a target to my knight. It's a good move because white wants to play e4. If white can swap these two pawns off, positionally that helps white a lot because he has pressure against my e6 pawn. So you can't allow that. And I've got to fight for other ideas. And the point of this move is not really to go here. It's to fight for e5 in a lot of lines. So if we go for the computer's top choice here, a3, my position is fine after e5. And it's quite funny. If you go back and watch one of my old Title Tuesdays, I had this position against the Russian Grandmaster Title Tuesday, who went by the name of, and I can't pronounce it, it was CH something and other. Like 3,000, well no, 2,800 rating. I lost to him and he played really well. And then it came out that actually that was Kramnik, and Kramnik was using this geezer's account to play on. So I actually played Kramnik in this position. And it can be very interesting, this position, but I feel that black is happy now when you get your pawns to these squares. Happy as Larry. And this move I've had many times before, and I think maybe the best way to play this position is to play either just this and e5, and we're okay because we get an e5 move in. You can experiment with this move. This is also okay. And what happened there? But knight b4 is something I played in the Swiss Open Championships when I managed to win it, and I beat Korchnoi in that tournament with black in the King's in Defence, and I drew this game against the Swiss IM, but it was very interesting. And I did the same thing there. I went for this e5 move. Now a3 is just a blunder. I think black is maybe just winning after this because we play bishop f5, and okay, my opponent has to find queen e2, which looks bad because the bishop comes here. If he comes here or here, knight c2, and I'm forking him out. The knight comes there, attacking the rook, attacking the queen. And if he takes here, then his queen gets in trouble, and he should, of course, at least get a knight for it as well. So queen a7 is his final mistake because he only gets a rook for the queen then, because my knight comes back, and he's, you know, he could have played on, but he's completely lost. So he should have taken the rook and taken the knight, where he gets some material. But the key line here and the theoretically important one is not a3, but it's taking here. Take the challenge. And after bishop here, he now takes here. And if I try to do the same thing again, he hasn't got a pawn on d4, so his queen has this exit route. So after queen a7, if I go knight c6 as I did in the game, it's different because he's got a gateway open. His queen can come back. So bishop e4 is what I recommend in my chessboard course, in my Killer Dutch course. And this is really, really exciting stuff. Very, very exciting position, this one. When you can see the computer valuation, roughly even, but it's a complete mess. He's 2 pawns up, but I've got loads of tactics, loads of flying pieces, and the kind of position which can be really exciting to learn. And the other thing is, you've got to bear in mind, if you know this opening a bit with black, great, but your opponent, what's the likelihood he's going to know this opening? The likelihood that he knows this opening is minute. It's really, really minute that he's going to notice. So now we need 4 out of our next... Is it 4 out of our next 4 now? No, 3 out of 3. We can still get to 8 points. And I'm going to get a couple of whites now. So let's have a look at some of the top games now if we can. Oh, hello. We're just in time to catch up with Hikaru versus Magnus Carlsen. And Hikaru is half a point ahead. It looks fairly even, this position, but Hikaru's got this active king. I prefer to be white here. Magnus needs to get his rook around the back. Well, listen to me telling Magnus what to play. He does. He gets his rook around the back. Boss. And now this pawn is never going to be easy to take because Magnus will win this pawn. It looks like a draw. There's not much that white can do. Great move, gaining space. And one thing you can try to do is rook here and take here, but then everything comes off. It's a draw. Magnus now trying to use his king in the ending. You should use your king. And Magnus really needs to win this one in order to win Title Tuesday. More things getting exchanged here. And aiming for this pawn. I like what Magnus is doing, but very even still. Great move. Cutting the king off. And the king activity is in white's favour. Giving him maybe slightly better chances. But more things getting exchanged off. And Hikaru now trying to win. I don't see how he's going to win here. But look at Magnus's time. He's a bit better than me when he's got 1 second left. A bit better than me. Everything. It's annoying, you know. God, I bet he could even get a better ginger ponytail than me if he wanted to. Is there anything I could be better at Magnus than? Drinking. It's not really anything to be proud of, is it? Like, you know, drinking. Nothing else I'm better at Magnus at, probably, you know. And growing a beard. What else? Must be a draw this, but they're dancing around. Why not? Why not dance around? I'm sure they'd love to hold each other's hands and do a little dance. And Hikaru, probably for content, is playing on. But easy draw now because one side will have to give their rook up for the pawn. And, well, they both have to give their rooks up, basically. For their, there you go. And here, Hikaru for content, playing on draw. Interesting. I mean, this is what chess is like sometimes when you get two amazing players. And I think, you know, if you look at the way people play chess nowadays, they did like 20, 30 years ago. It's like, I think they're just so much better. But I wasn't really watching much chess 20, 30 years ago, you know, online. But okay, any other games still going? And just, well, I can show you the standings after that one. Could be interesting. It means Hikaru keeps his first place with 3 rounds to go. And Firouzja and Botnik are just behind him. So still a big fight at the top. Let's have a look where we're positioned. Remember, there's 735 players, so all titled. And we're in, no, we can't be in 37. That's way too high. Yeah, that was just just messing with me. We are. We have to scroll down a bit more than this, I feel. What are we on? 5, maybe? Yeah, we're on 5, aren't we? And just keep... Yeah, I know. I'll keep scrolling. Scrolling. I mean, there's some big names up in the same points as me. Cobian. He's a much stronger player than me. Where are we? We're in 130th. It's not bad, but, you know, we want to get to 8 points again, right? 8 points is our marker. And they have a little break now after round 8 again to check for cheats. And we just see what's happening with the last games. And wow. White winning with this move. Yeah, I know this ending. And sort of nice technique. This one, black 1. Any other games going on? Well, why is this game still going on? I don't know. I mean, why? You don't know where the resign button is, no? I mean, come on. Play to mate. Do you have to play for mate? Really? Why? Why? And 3 rounds to go. So let's have some fun the last 3 rounds. I think if we get E4 again, we'll play the black line, because that's quite fun. We stick to the Dutch, because the Dutch is like, I'm just like 2,900 in the Dutch. I mean, if I just looked at my score in the Dutch on Title Tuesday, I'm probably like world champion strength. It's a pity about everything else, like all my other openings, my middle games, my endings, my tactics. No, I joke a bit, not too much. And so we're going to play Dutch. So I'm just trying to get it. Or do we switch it up? Do we do something a little bit different? What do we do as white? Let's play E4. We want to get a King's Gambit. Oh yeah, let's get some gambits in. I don't have many gambits today. So let's try to get a King's Gambit in. If they play a Sicilian, well, we could play our Bishop E2 crap. We'll think about it if we get that. So yeah, and I might have to rush to the toilet while this break is on. Let's see. But I bet the next game's going to start as soon as I get up. That's the problem. I can hold it in. Worst case scenario, I've got this under the desk. If you hear running water, it's raining outside, okay? Very short rain. Lasts for about 30 seconds. That's all it is. April showers, they call it in England. In the office. Microphone picks up the rain very good here. Come on. Yeah, I mean, I feel in general I'm sort of playing better at Blitz, but it's so hard not making any mistakes, getting all the games together, you know, for 11 rounds on end. The way that these guys play it, you know, do it like Hikaru week in, week out, it just shows, and you know, not just Hikaru, but all of these guys, it just shows they are different gravy. They're just so strong. So strong. Hans, is he going to be higher than Magnus Carlsen rating wise at the end of this tournament? He's 3.220. That's a blooming high rating. Okay, Magnus has overtaken him. That would probably put a smile on Magnus's face. And Gatakamsky there. We managed to beat him a couple of weeks ago, which was a highlight for me. Arian Tari, strong player from Norway. Norway's second best player, because their best player is pretty good. And Nish not having one of his better ones, but I'm sure he'll tweet about it anyway. And we're not going to have any more breaks after the next game, which is nice. So no more breaks. We can just go bang, bang, bang. Get on with the games in hand. And Dominguez is one player I've always been very impressed with. I'm just trying to work out who the oldest player is at the top. Probably Grizchuk or something nowadays. It's a young man's game, really. Blitzers, unfortunately. And it's such a pity Kramnik's not playing. I want to see Kramnik. We lost to Kuzhevov last week, if you remember. Very strong guy. Becoming a YouTuber to improve my chess. Okay. If that's what she's saying, I'm sure I believe you. Oh, it's a 6-minute break. Here we go. Oh, I never clicked on that one before. There is a planned 6-minute break. So I could have gone to the toilet. Could I go to the toilet now? No. Oh, God. Typical, eh? Let's have a quick. We'll have a quick King's Gambit. We'll crush him in like. We need one of those quick wins I had earlier. We'll crush him in like 15 moves, then I'll be alright. I'll be alright anyway. So what else has been going on? So yeah, Saturday was quite fun. It was a good laugh. Bit too much, bit too excessive. I've got. I'm playing a bit of chess on Thursday, just in a local club match, which I hardly ever do. And I've got another chess thing. I haven't really played any chess recently over the board in somewhere else, which is cool. And I'm thinking about playing the British Chess Championships because I got lots of friends in that. Nice to see people who know me and play some high level chess. Be great to be British champion. They're not British Chess Championships. Not as strong as you may think. It's not like any the American championships or something. Sometimes you have Mickey Adams play. David Howell doesn't really play anymore. Sometimes Gwen Jones, who are like 2,700 players. But apart from that, not so many players who are scarily good. Yeah, I mean, then there's oh, okay, I can't stop talking, which is great. What did I say I was going to do as white? Oh, e4. There we go. Come on, let's get a King's Gambit in. My opponent would like to chat. Look, mate, I ain't here for social. Look, he would like to chat. No, I don't want to chat. If I wanted to social, I'll go down the pub, wouldn't I? I ain't here for your socialising. Okay, we're going to do this Gambit. Because last time we played Bishop E2, but the only move I don't like them playing is G6 here. Fuck's sake. Okay, I'm going to now just try to play... you can't really Gambit against that move. We're just going to go into a... I don't know where... I'm just thinking, do I put the bishop here or put somewhere more aggressive? Okay, now I'll put it over here. Why not? Try to double some pawns. And now let's castle. I'm a tempo down on the Grand Prix, which is a bit depressing, but it's a position. Knight d4 is probably a good move. I've got to think of a better Gambit against the Sicilian. Why don't I play the Moro? I don't know the Moro at all, but it's probably a good one to learn, right? I need to learn the Moro Gambit. Maybe just play it, even if I don't know. Hoping for bishop g4, because then I have bishop takes f7 with this move. And my opponent plays knight here. This knight's very annoying. I'm quite tempted to take it off, but I feel that sometimes when black gets a pawn here, it can be quite scary for me. Especially if they do that trick that I did, play b5, get my bishop away from d3. When my bishop goes back, go d3. So he's played this, which is a little bit annoying. Am I worried about bishop here? I am kind of worried about bishop. I'm going to get... Oh no, because then this pawn drops. Okay. I don't like this. Okay, we'll play it. And if the bishop comes here now, I don't have this tactic. So I may... I don't know what I'm going to do, actually. Well, I'm not... But... No, he has bloody played it as well. Okay. Not liking my position. He's playing very slowly, this guy, but playing good moves. Want to get rid of this knight, so we're fighting for that. I know I'm going to double my pawns. I mean, I realised this when I played d3. I don't have bishop e2 anymore. I realised I'm going to double my pawns, and I thought this could be quite an interesting structure to play. Maybe there's some chance on the G file. Hence why I played it. It wasn't just that, oh, I'm an idiot, I'm going to ruin my pawn structure and life. Okay, I'll go here because there's a one move trick. And let's get the king out of the way because knight G1 might be an idea. That bishop could be loose. The good thing about my pawn structure, if he ever goes D5... Okay, I'll go here. If he ever goes D5, this pawn gives my centre some more support. I'm going to do this move because I want to keep that B pawn under lock and key. Now D5. Maybe I should stop D5. Okay, my bishop comes back then. Alright. And then he takes. Yes. And I really don't want to take this one, but what do I do? This is a mistake. Bishop here takes. I have to take this one, but this is horrible. I've just ruined my position so much by doing this. Really horrible. I need this pawn. Okay. Well, now I'm regretting having double pawns, and he's got knight here, but I moved the rook. Okay, I mean, I still got a dream of playing f5 and opening the G file. He's very slow, fortunately. But I really didn't want to get rid of that pawn. My a5 move is just too slow. Double pawns all over the shop. Let's just try to ignore them because they are ugly. And got a lot of problems here with bad pieces, basically. I'm thinking I'll shove it over here. That rook seemed to be problematic. This pawn's going to be a real issue. Queen here, knight here. Okay, you don't have to listen to me. So I'm trying to think of ways to get counterplay, which my opponent snuffs out there. And this knight is shit. Right, let's come in this way. Stop my plan immediately. Don't like giving space here. You can't seriously be wanting a draw. Oh, man. Oh, fuck's sake. I can't. I mean, why does he want to draw? Okay, we're not. I mean, that is a horrible square for my rook, but just not. We're not playing for draws, are we, in this game? Don't like my position, though. You've got to be brave, though, haven't you? Apparently. Let's come back again and do that weird dance, doesn't he? Okay, I'm going to play this. He can take there. I'm hoping he won't see it, which is crazy. Of course he saw it. Had to find a way to try and win, so... Rook a problem. Sorry, I've gone quiet because my position is improving. Just trying to maneuver the knights around. And I'm trying to use that pressure on his clock to Fuck! Fucking hell! Wow, he could have taken my knight there. Jesus. Unbelievable tactic there. Unbelievable. Still playing very badly here. Is he still trying to draw? Fuck off with your draws, please. That doesn't work, that tactic. But I don't care. Okay, should be winning now. Should be winning. I'm just going to stop G5. And there you go. Oh, very bad play from me at the end there. I mean, I think, I don't know, my opponent played really well in parts, but then he played far from Kazakhstan. He played very well in parts, but then he played very... what are we on now? We need to win the next 2 to get to 8. That's getting possible. I'm going to go toilet break. Back in a sec. Yeah, it's weird. My opponent just played for a draw too much there. I mean, I don't know if he had too much respect for me or something, but he didn't. He doesn't need to. He obviously doesn't know me, and maybe he's just a young player. A lot of young players play a bit scared because you can see, rather than trying to play for the draw, he should just be trying to beat me. His position's really good. He's got a better pawn structure. His pieces are nice. I mean, look at this. All over the shop, the graph there, yeah? And some reason I was better around here. Yeah, the ending. But then I played some terrible boopers. I mean, here, I should be winning this easy. And the rest of the game, I played really badly. I mean, this is not the kind... Okay, I'm not going to look at it there because I don't want to miss the next round. That would be very depressing. Let's have a look at it over here. And see if we can work out how. I mean, I played some horrible moves, and even here I'm worse. But I mean, I was taking extreme risks to play for the win rather than taking the draw, because you could just feel it wasn't good. But my big mistake at the start of the game, I mean, my position is not great, I have to admit, here. Okay, it doesn't matter. Oh no, not a 5-year-old. Don't give me a fuck. Play. Let me play the Dutch. Let me play the Dutch. Okay, come on. Let's take him down. Doesn't matter. Bloody kids. I mean, look at him. Look at him. Oh, no. He's played E4. Okay, come on. Black line him up. He looks about 8 years old. Come on. Doesn't it... Isn't his mum around somewhere to, like, tell him he should be going to bed or something like that? Okay, well, we got B5 in. Let's get B5 in. He's quick as well. Stop playing so quick. Okay. Well, maybe I should. I don't know if I should or shouldn't. And normally they shouldn't let you play B5, but it's not a biggie. I mean, I just get a bit of space over on here. Now this move is interesting. Here, takes. Okay, he didn't want any of that. I'm just going to castle. I'm not going to go for the normal stuff with this. Sometimes it's nice to keep things a bit more solid. Why? Because I'm scared? Why am I not playing like a lunatic today? Got issues I have. Okay, now his knight coming there is frustrating, so I'm going to give myself at least the possibility of eliminating that knight. So I have to move my knight there out the way. And how are we playing this? Are we taking and putting a pawn on c4 to try and kill the bishop? Maybe. If it goes... Okay, okay, I have to take that one. The knight's just too strong. And now I'm going to play here. I think I should be doing okay here. Just got to be a bit... Okay, I'm going to go here. And I want to make this a bad piece. So, if I go here, bishop here is quite annoying. So can we go here? Then he goes bishop f4. Here... Okay, maybe we have to play. I'm trying to kill this bishop, but I'm allowing his other bishop some fun. But we've got to play positionally. Let's try to kill that piece. Positionally, it's okay. And we might at some point have this one. Now, he should probably be playing bishop f4, and then he should be playing g4. Whoa. Fuck, I missed this. I missed this simple tactic. Whoops. Not that I'm annoyed at all. Okay, I just missed that tactic. That just bad, Simon. Okay, I need a miracle now. 2 pieces is so much better than whatever I have. Okay, simple tactic. I missed. Bloody kids, bloody kids. Go back to school. I mean, he's taking this, and that's just not very fun, is it? I don't want to allow this easy. Are there any... Yeah, I mean, of course, there's some chances here, but it is a losing position because 2 bishops are much stronger than a rook, right? So... And his bishops and his knights, they can start playing. My rook, not good. He's got this passed pawn as well, which... couldn't see any way to avoid, and I don't really have any targets, do I? Let's potentially set up some exchange sacrifice, and he's just gonna ramio this one down the board. I don't see what I can do about it. I mean, if I'd swap off knights, then, but what else do I do? I literally do not have a plan here. Go here, hope he forgets about his rook. It's desperation, this move. And here it comes. Here it comes. Here comes Frodo. He's even playing very accurately, keeping pressure on this one, so I can't play c5. Good move. If he didn't have the a pawn, then maybe there's some chances. So I've got to play desperately here. Got to try some desperate tactics because it's only going to take. It's going to take no time at all for him to do this. Okay, we can set up this one, which he'll spot. He's a great player by the looks of it, and he didn't spot it. And we're back in the game with a check. I mean, it's still not great, but at least we are. At least we got a check in. Okay, let's swing it around. At least we managed to create some possibilities. Now here, okay, yeah. When I say some, fuck all actually. God, that's a good move as well. He's not supposed to. Okay, I have to play this. All right. I mean, it's still a little bit messy because this bishop is. The whole point of me playing that pawn move was to make that bishop bad. I mean, it's just his a pawn, which is such a annoying thing to contend with. Yeah, so annoying. Queen g2. Okay, I'll play this quickly because time is important. Maybe there was a better move there, but great move, opening up his bishop. Got to get in somehow, but how? Can't see a way in for my pieces. Can you? Can't see a way in. Oh, that just looks ugly as hell. I can't see what I'm doing here. This one, check. Oh, I can't find any moves here. It's just my back rank looks so weak, and he's also defending everything. I can resign here, really. This one's quite a nice touch. Doesn't even need to do that. I got back in this one, I feel. So close to winning that move. But it was losing all along. Ah, okay. Yeah, I mean, well played to my opponent. But it was an uphill struggle when I made that blunder, right? So, hey ho, that's the way we go. And we'll have a little look at the graph. So we're not going to get to 8 points, Kim. We're going to, I mean, win the next one. 7 points, ain't the end of the world. And you can see there was an opportunity where I'm probably may have managed to get that sacrifice in, but in general, like, my position's alright, it's alright, and here it's alright, and then I just played this blunder, yeah, this move, which I was humming and hawing about because of this rook e7 idea. This rook e7 I just missed, really stupid, and I nearly had the right move, which I assume is rook here. And what's the other moment where I could have done something? Well, it was actually all the way here, and I played. I could have gone check here now. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I missed that I could do this now when he doesn't have queen g2. Why am I not much better here? If I go check here, well, he's losing a whole rook. And again, I don't understand why I'm not a lot better here. The computer says it's a draw after this, but if I'd have gone check here, I think I would have just won this, right? Here, what's going on? Bishop d5? Well, I don't understand. I take here. I mean, this is some winning chances, yeah? I mean, I've got at least one extra pawn. So, yeah, I mean, missed chances there. And instead of playing this d5, we'll have one more look at what the correct move was. And it is indeed just putting a rook here just to defend everything. The reason I didn't want to play this is because I thought bishop f4 would annoyed this pawn, but I can do the same sort of thing and then play d5, killing the piece here, and it's about even, but it's totally playable. But if I'm going to play the black line, I'm not sure why I'm doing it in such a passive way. The whole point of the black line, I mean, it's not really the black line when you don't go g5. The only way it's a black line is when you play these two moves, and for some reason I decided not to play these two moves. So why didn't I play those two moves? What am I doing? I do well when I play those two moves and go for checkmate. I'm not playing for checkmate. What's wrong with me? Take my temperature. Don't know. One game left. Let's see if we can get to the decent score of 7 out of 11. And we can see where we finish at. And let's have some fun in this last round. So we got black again. We're getting a lot of blacks. Seem to be. And we're playing Lady Mika, World and European chess champion. Well, thank you for telling me that. And I don't know her actually, so she must be a junior. Junior? Okay, we got a Dutch. Thank God for that. And oh, you can't do the Dutch against me. That's not very fair, is it? This is actually the line she's playing here is a line that I think Karpov actually played. It's not stupid by any means. And she's playing very quickly. We could have gone d5 there. I mean, this must be evenish, but I don't want to block my bishop in. I want to leave things flexible. What's she doing there? I want to move this one? I don't understand that move. Let's get my queen ready for its normal adventures over to h5, where it gets nearer the king. And then here, we want to meet a5 with b5 in these types of structures. I also can play knight c6, but not here because my knight's on pre. Yeah, I'm very happy to play d6. It's a move I want to play anyway. I say, then I'm like, oh, clever idea. And my favourite manoeuvre in these positions is the rook swinger. Not maybe now, as my bishop's blocked in. I think now my bishop's blocked in, I can play d5 because I've got a pawn in the way anyway. And slightly prefer my position. Do I close it down? c4 I'm not worried about. Where am I? Let's close it down, because I can play for an advantage on both areas of the board now. This is a normal sort of way to get this bishop out, but these bishops are pretty bad. My bishops, this is a position you don't want bishops, right? Bishops in this position are just bad. You don't want bishops here. Okay, we'll take that one. King takes. Interesting choice. I'd love to get this in, but not so easy. This is also the other way of playing. I mean, I think I'm a little bit better. The reason I think I'm a little bit better is because I have a little bit more space. But that is the only reason. There's no other reason why I should be better. And again, this is the move I'm sort of looking at playing, but not getting it in easy. This doesn't seem to help. Over here, that looks a bit stupid. Okay, let's play a pure ending. I mean, not very encouraging way to play for a win. And the only way I'm going to win this is by putting a king here and playing b4, right? But my opponent does have moves as well. Now I'm trying to make her play g3 because she won't have the king. She won't have king g3 available, you see. To come back and defend this pawn. So this is the only way I'm going to try and make any progress. Got to defend this one. Now I can maybe play this immediately. So this is where the little bit of extra space gives me small but chances to press for a win, right? Takes king here. This is a big weakness, so my pawns are on light squares. You know, I could also lose this position. Now my king wants to get here, but never going to happen. My opponent pulls the trigger. I want to stop that bishop getting there. That was annoying, that bishop being there. So let's put a stopper on that one. Going for this idea now. Got to try everything. My opponent might well have this one. I mean, I can take to be safe. Can I play pawn on there? The thing is, I'm already taking some... Okay, so we have to go here in order to try and win. Oh, shit. Now, this one is... I don't know, I thought that was maybe good, but again, I'm taking quite a lot of risks here. I want to close. I want to stop this e6 pawn being a major target, and then I try to make progress on the other side of the board. Easier said than done, right? Okay, now if I get my bishop to d3, that's another way I can try and play for the win. So let's see if she allows it. This would be a good move now. Now we can do what she did to me. Okay, we can play for mate if she comes here. Bishop d8 would be mate. Okay, now she doesn't have bishop here, so now that's very good news for us, because we don't have to always consider defending over here. I say it's really good news. It's probably still a dead draw, yeah? Of course it's a dead draw. Lovely if we had that available now. This move, well, okay. We can probably shake hands soon, but what is happening in this game? It's just like a real, like, oh my god. Simon, come on, just shake hands and have the draw. But, well, I mean, we're slightly better. We should never give up. I mean, probably should just take this one and, like, be fine. Check now, pushes me back again. Now I might have takes in here, but that's still a draw. Everything's a draw. I'm going to get my bishop around here. Persistence. She doesn't allow that, of course. This is still a draw. Is this a draw? This is a draw. Okay. Want a draw? Well, thanks everyone. Please remember that there is a GingerGM sale going on. So if you want to get something, go and have a look at the sale. Well defended to my opponent there. The winner, Chicken Dinner, is probably going to be Hikaru if he wins this game, which he is going and he's trying to now do risky stuff. And yeah, we got what, 6.5, very average score, but I mean it could have been a lot better. It felt like I was playing all right at times, but wasn't able to keep the consistency up, and that's something I'm going to have to work on. Well done to Hikaru, wins on time, not for the first time. And I had some good results, had some bad results, but as always, it was a lot of fun. And please do check out the sale. It's your chance to get some GingerGM, learn some chess for 50% off, which is about as big as discount you're going to get here. Cheers, goodbye, good night, and God bless.